I said, I suffer for my art. You know, I tell you what, there would be far less footage of me laughing if it wasn't for you guys, you know? Or there's literally you now. I mean, that's it. You're all I've got left, Josh.
I think there would be just as much footage of you laughing.
That's possible. It's possible. I do have...
We're maybe the limiting factor.
It's possible. I am relatively joyous. All right, everything is closed that needs to be closed. Everything's hot that needs to be hot. What's good? All right, I feel like we're ready to go. All right, let's get this pump started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the brewery. My name's Adam. This is Adam Makes Beer. That phone's up there, this phone's here. We're gonna do a fun one today. We make this beer one time a year. It's called Excalibur. It is a big Imperial Stout on coffee. It's an over 10%er. We make it as a first runnings beer, basically. We only do a real small sparge on it. We'll see, we'll run through this thing. I mean, you know what it is at this point. I've got sugar up here. I've got flaked rye up here. We're doing the thing. If you tuned into the channel before, you know what we have going on. I am tracking the water going through my flow meter. We have the rake turning hot water from the hot liquor tank coming up and down. From the hot liquor tank up to the mash tun. Also, we have got big Josh Halpert down running Sandy on a fermenter for us. We are ready to start dropping some beautiful grain. Boom, baby. So if you're a regular watcher of the channel, you're gonna see we're doing something different with this mash. We are not adding acid to this. We usually add food grade phosphoric acid to drop the pH of our mash, but this is one of the few stouts that we make and one of the few real traditional type stouts as far as with legitimate roast malt in it with the husk, everything like that. Those roast malts drive down acidity, so I don't really have to be adding much or any acid to this in order to hit the mash pH that we want. All we are adding to this is calcium chloride. Man, things dark already. You saw when I was milling in yesterday, and maybe you didn't, but I can point it out, that I try to stagger those bags of roast malt, specialty malt in with base malt going through my mill, through my auger, and everything like that. Reason being, I don't want specialty malt, roast malt, different things like that being the final thing to go through that system. I kind of want it to be base malt because it's going to be base malt with everything. I don't want to be dropping a few pounds of roast malt into my light lager. A little hard to see in there. This water is a little bit warmer than usual. 171 degree water going in there for our strike. Just adjusting that malt. Speed of that malt dropping down. We have our grist hydrator right here. Hot water from the liquor tank. Hot liquor tank coming into the side here. Drain coming down here. Getting hydrated, dropping in here. We have a solid amount of grain going into this batch because it is a high alcohol beer. So I can't put all of it into the grist case all at once. So I do have some more grain to mill right now, and I'm gonna do that. So come on with me. As I'm milling this, I just like to, as I'm doing this, I like to see that I still have grain dropping from the grist hydrator. I'll go up and down a little bit, but I do have these 6 bags to get in here. I'm gonna run up and check the mash. As I mentioned before, we do have a few bags of flaked rye that are going to be going in toward the tail end of the mash. This is going to be a thicker mash. I'm using a lot of grain, and I'm reducing the amount of water that I'm using because I want to make a more sugar-dense wort. It's one of the reasons that this is only a 10-barrel batch as opposed to 15. I'm cutting back on the total volume I'm producing and sacrificing some cost, some volume, but then in return getting a nice, rich, awesome wort. Slowing down my water, I feel like I got a long way to go here as far as the amount of grain left. I don't know, maybe I'm just worrying or something. This is thick, man. This sure is thick. Yeah. I don't know. All right, we're done there. I gotta see if I can get this. I like to spread these flaked rye, flaked oats, anything that I put in this way. I like to try to spread it around the surface of the mash. I don't like putting this stuff through the mill. It already tends to be pretty sticky stuff. And I don't want to break it into smaller particulate and potentially make this mash a bit more gelatinous than it needs to be. I'm saving a little water. I turned my HLT water off. Thanks, buddy. Big Josh Halpert coming through in the clutch for me. Yeah, they're nice. Josh and I are fans of the Canada Malting rye bags. Can you hand me the water, man? The water hose? My man. Yeah, this is a pretty thick mash. I'll give you a look here in just a second. I do like to, you just saw me rinse down the rake a little bit in the inside. I don't know, I just don't want it all stuck there, and also I actually want it in the beer. It's not that much. I actually want it in the mash, not resting on top of the mash. Morning, Anthony. And then I'll come give you a look at this. How's it going, dude? Good. Making beer, you know? Making beer. Okay. All right, you goons. Here we go. Boomski. Stirring this up. Typically, you would see for an Imperial Stout like this, if we were using, doing a full-size batch of this, you'd see this thing full right up to the top, all that stuff. But again, we're only doing 10 barrels in our 15-barrel system. So that's what we're looking at. We're gonna give this a nice long rest. I do like to stir this. We are gonna give this another stir about halfway through, just so we can make sure everything's getting exposed, all that starch is getting exposed and turned into sugar. And yeah, beer stuff. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.